Swordfish fishing is not only a traditional occupation, but also an art that combines ancient techniques with modern tools. Fishermen have developed various methods to increase their chances of catching swordfish, from observing signs on the water's surface such as ripples or small fish swimming nearby, to controlling the rod with perfect precision to suit the characteristics of the swordfish. Fishermen often use small, nimble boats that allow them to quickly and accurately reach areas where swordfish are known to swim. The weather and environmental conditions play a crucial role in determining the success of each swordfish fishing trip. Fishermen must face the harsh challenges of the open sea, such as large waves, strong winds, and unpredictable weather changes. Extended fishing trips can be tough, but the persistence and careful planning of the fishermen pay off when they finally locate the swordfish. While swordfish fishing is a long-standing tradition, it faces the challenge of dwindling fish populations in some areas. Therefore, protecting the swordfish species and ensuring sustainable fishing practices are essential. Many countries and fishing communities have implemented measures to safeguard the fish, such as limiting the number of swordfish caught, establishing minimum size requirements, and encouraging methods that cause minimal harm to marine ecosystems. Swordfish fishing is not only a profession, but also an integral part of the cultural and spiritual life of fishermen. Those involved in the practice share a deep connection to the sea, viewing it as a source of livelihood, peace, and harmony with nature. This activity provides more than just an income. It instills pride in the fishermen, who feel a strong bond to the sea and the challenges it brings. Fishermen's lives are intertwined with the rhythms of the sea, embarking on long, arduous trips, enduring hardships, but finding joy in the success of their catch. The image of a fisherman firmly gripping the rod, eyes focused on the water's movements, and working in unison with his team to reel in the fish, paints a vivid picture of perseverance, courage, and teamwork. Swordfish fishing is also a story passed down through generations, each fisherman learning from their elders and sharing valuable lessons about patience, strategy, and handling the unpredictable nature of the sea. The younger generation carries forward these traditions while incorporating new technologies and methods to improve efficiency and protect the resources. Through expanding on these themes, the video will provide an in-depth look not only at the practice of swordfish fishing, but also at the cultural, environmental, and sustainability values it represents. The next video will focus on Brazilian fishermen embarking on a journey not only to make a living, but also to continue the tradition of catching wild tuna, a profession that has been passed down through generations in this region. The journey begins with an important step: preparing the bait. Small fish or artificial lures are released into the water, and right in this area, tuna often swim by in search of food. But to attract them, the fishermen rely not just on the bait, but also on creating a special effect on the surface of the water. The boat starts to spray water, creating light waves on the surface. This is not a simple action, but a clever strategy. The waves generated by the spray attract tuna, as these fish tend to seek food in areas with slight disturbances on the water's surface. It's like a signal, inviting the tuna to come closer. With the signal sent, the fishermen lower the fishing rod. The rods are long and strong, prepared to face this powerful fish. Dropping the line is not simply about letting the bait sink into the sea. It requires precision in adjusting the depth and distance so that the bait reaches the right spot where the tuna is swimming. And then, the decisive moment arrives. A strong tug on the line. The tuna has bitten. The tension in the line shows the fish is struggling underwater. The fisherman must react immediately, holding the line firmly and jerking it hard to ensure the hook is deep inside the fish's mouth. The battle between man and tuna truly begins. The powerful shakes of the tuna present significant challenges for the fishermen. They must be persistent, pulling inch by inch, using all their strength and experience to bring the large fish onto the boat. This work demands perfect coordination, where every movement is crucial. When the tuna is finally brought aboard, it marks the end of an intense struggle. The patience, skills, and experience of the fishermen have paid off. The victory is not just the catch, but also a confirmation of tradition, the bond between people and the sea. It is a well-deserved reward for the relentless efforts of the fishermen who face the ocean's challenges every day. On the winding rivers and cold seas of Alaska, Norway, and Canada, a journey full of hope begins each day. This is the salmon migration season, when they return to their birthplace to spawn. And it is also at this time that fishermen are busy with their traditional work, catching wild salmon using nets. The salmon migration is not just a survival instinct, but also a miraculous story of nature. Their journey home spans hundreds, even thousands of miles, crossing treacherous waterfalls, rushing currents, and countless lurking predators. Each salmon carries a sacred mission, returning to the place where they were born to complete their life cycle and bring forth a new generation. In these cold rivers, salmon are not only a part of the ecosystem, but also a vital source of life for humans. For generations, fishermen have learned to live off the gifts that nature provides. For them, each salmon season is not only a time for labor, but also a time to strengthen community bonds and share the joy of their hard-earned success. With the trawl nets, the fishermen venture far out to sea, following the path of the migrating salmon schools. Made from strong ropes, the seines are cast into the sea, spreading out into a massive bag-like shape. Once the school of fish is surrounded, the net is pulled back, closing like a tight bag, trapping every fish inside. This is the greatest challenge: the precise coordination between the fishermen, the automatic winches, and the power of the ocean. Each haul of the net requires not only skill, but also endurance and perseverance. The fishermen dive into the task, their strong hands tightening as they pull the nets filled with salmon from the depths. And when the net is fully hauled up, the shimmering salmon emerge like precious jewels. They are not just the fruits of labor, but the result of a challenging and arduous process. These are the magnificent moments for the fishermen when they see the rewards of their hard work after a long, demanding day. The nets are skillfully set, stretching across the water's surface like wide hands reaching for the generosity of the river. With the seine nets, the fishermen wait for the salmon to swim by, ready to reap the harvest filled with hope. But catching salmon is not just about setting nets. It is an art, a sharpness honed over the years. They must read the current, understand the behavior of the fish, and observe every small movement on the water's surface. This work requires not just strength, but patience and precision in every motion. Sometimes, fishing demands an entire day on the river, but for the fishermen, that has never been a deterrent. When the net is pulled up, the fresh, shiny salmon glisten in the sunlight. It is the moment when all the effort is rewarded. For them, each fish is not just a product of labor, but a source of pride in the harmony between humans and nature. In every salmon season, the river flows not just through the land, but through the lives of the fishermen. It is a lasting connection where people, nature, and culture blend together to create a vivid picture of endurance and dedication.